Hello, welcome back to another video. I'm Brian Nibley. That's Boba. Today I want to talk about Bitcoin and the quantum threat. And got some interesting stuff here. This article on Cointelegraph was published a few weeks ago saying that, same old, Bitcoin doesn't have much time, got to upgrade to post-quantum encryption right away. It's a pretty short one. I'm not going to go into all the detail. What I do want to go to, and this video should be pretty quick because we get to the bottom of things in not much time at all. Written by this guy. Let's see who he is, shall we? Assuming my browser works. There we go. Author, independent contributor, Chief Business Officer of Naoris Protocol and CEO of Naoris Consulting. Let's look at what Naoris Protocol is, shall we? Oh, look. Quantum proof cybersecurity for Web3. Imagine that. So the guy writing about how Bitcoin's in trouble because of quantum computers just happens to run a quantum safe company. But I'm sure there's no token attached to this, right? Because there's no way someone spreading this fear about Bitcoin and quantum could possibly be pumping their own quantum proof token. Unless we go to CoinMarketCap and look at this. Oh, Naoris Protocol. NAORIS is the ticker. Would you imagine that? And look, it's tanked from 15 cents to about 2 cents, down 85% from its all-time high. I mean, how much more obvious does it have to get? This is just so ridiculous. That's really what this is all about. All these people saying that quantum's going to start cracking wallets open, next year, 2 years from now. This is what they're doing. IBM made a major leap forward. Yeah, okay, it can create chips. They've made stronger chips. There's not a functioning quantum computer with practical applications that can do anything yet. And who is going to be doing it? This is the most important thing that I've talked about before. Who's going to have the computer and actually do this? You're not going to buy a quantum laptop at Best Buy and then be able to just sit there and crack open wallets. And why would anyone want to do that? If they actually had that computer, there's so many other things they could do. And it would only be valuable for as long as no one knows you have it. The second someone realizes that exists and that someone's using it to crack ECDSA, the encryption that protects Bitcoin wallets, then it's all over. You would tank the price and that would be it. So if you took Satoshi's coins, for example, you would alert everyone to that right away before you could even sell the coins. The second they leave the wallet, now everyone knows. I'm just really getting sick of this. I am. I don't know what else to say about it. It's just getting increasingly ridiculous, and it doesn't seem to go away. It only gets worse and worse when really none of it makes sense. And yes, it's a real technology. One day it'll be a threat to all kinds of encryption. But see a recent podcast episode with Greg McKeska on why it's not as simple as just taking a public key and then deriving the private key from that. That's not exactly how it works. In theory, it could be done, but according to Greg, at least a public key is a hash of a hash, right? So you have the private key, and you can have multiple public keys from that because they're all hashes of the same private key. They're all an encrypted version of that, more or less. And according to him, you can't just derive private key from a public key because it's not a direct hash. I don't even know what he's saying in regard to that. But if he's right, then all of this is bullshit. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. If you want more content like this in your email inbox every week, subscribe to the Hard Money Dispatch newsletter through the link in the description.